it's been a fairly entertaining game, but no clear-cut chances, lack of quality. I think Leeds have probably had the best chance with Calvert-Lewin, probably two or three really good shouts, but which have been defended well. Calvert-Lewin was very unlucky to hit the bar. We had a similar header from a set piece. Last touch was from Lenny Yoro. Casemiro headed it. Lenny Yoro tried to flick it past the keeper, but ended up forcing the keeper to make a save. Apart from that, chances are few and far between. And who's the biggest culprit? Let's get into it. Starting from the back, really, Lamens hasn't had much at all to do with in terms of saves. I don't think either. Yeah, Leeds keeper has made a few saves, but Lamens has not. Lenny Yoro has been all right in providing a little bit of attacking threat. Aiden Heaven, super composed. Martinez doing well, and I think he got a couple of shots. So we are being a bit more potent. We are pushing a little bit more up the pitch. But I think we're looking okay because Leeds are also playing the part. Leeds are not just sitting back. They're attacking with their wingers, with their wing backs. And I think Luke Shaw, like expected, as expected, I think Luke Shaw is solid. He can hold his own in a duel. But for me, and sometimes I feel like I'm just picking on him, but Diego Dalot, for me, is an issue. Is a good, reliable footballer on the right. But I genuinely feel sorry for him. He's a right back. He is not a right midfield. But what I mean by that is when he gets the ball, how many times has he been isolated one-on-one on that right flank? And we roll back the years, Cristiano Ronaldo, pass him the ball, he's on that right flank. David Beckham could beat a man, but more often than not, 8 times out of 10, if not 9 times out of 10, he's not looking to beat the man. He whips in the cross. Diego Dalot's got to do one of those two things. And in the modern day, where crossing has gone down a little bit, but we're seeing when the winger gets the ball, they take on their fullback, they take on their player. Not Diego Dalot. Not once have I seen him take on his player. He's not dribbled once, let alone have a successful dribble. And roll back the years, you see those players, even Mbeumo. Look at that. Mbeumo gets the ball on the right, or Ahmad gets the ball on the right. Completely different story. Now, perhaps that's what Amrim wants. But then Ahmad, I'm not getting carried away with nostalgia. Ahmad, while he provides that attacking threat, my goodness, does he leave the defense open. So you do need two players. You need two players instead of having two players in one. You're just not going to find that player, in my opinion, unless we stumble across it. One of the players who's done really well, again, attacking-wise, is Alexander Arnold. But look at the criticism that he gets from his own sets of fans, right? So I just don't think Amrim should go for this system where you just have one flanker, right? You need an Ahmad, you need like a Roberto Carlos kind of player. No, it's just not going to happen. So that's a big issue. Diego Dalot, every time he's been fed that ball on the flank, he sees a player and he cuts back in. And all of a sudden, we're back to Ugarte, back to Casemiro. I think Casemiro has probably edged it for me. He provides that attacking threat, aerial threat, big-time aerial threat, which is fantastic. He's spread the ball well. A couple of occasions, he's spread it out wide towards Luke Shaw, and who's looking more potent out of the two between Shaw and Dalot. And now we get to the forwards. Look, Dorgu's had a great, great time against Newcastle on that right hand flank. But again, a lot of it was probably more surprise than anything else. Today, he's been a bit quieter. He's good. I think he would prefer that position. But he lacks the creativity, right, of that number 10. I don't think it's not going to come naturally to him, but such is his physical presence, he will cause havoc. And he did have a chance. He had a great chance. He just went for the wrong kind of shot. He shot it across the ball where it faded away past the post. I thought that was a pretty poor shot, but when the build up to it was very good. So be interesting to see how he fares in the second half. He certainly looked more potent than Xerxes, even though Xerxes got a goal. The other two, Cunha, fair play to him. I think he's done well. He's a risk taker, isn't he, Cunha? He's a bit like Bruno. He will have the flicks. He will have the tricks. He will pass. He has to be further up the pitch. Him and Bruno could potentially play well, but it's like, who wants to give the ball away more between them two? So that will be interesting if Bruno comes in. That's my kitty saying hello to you guys, by the way. And Šeško. Now, he's the one I want to talk about more from a United perspective. Him and Delo. Šeško is up against a fellow countryman in Biol. Centre back, number 15, Biol for Leeds United. And for me, Biol has had the advantage, has had the better of Šeško on each and every time. I don't think he's won a single duel against Biol. Šeško is one of those. He's so big. He's got such a presence. He can't not be missing all these chances. He can't not be not winning those duels. For me, it's a lot to do with mentality. A few of those balls are there, and I'm like, he's got to be winning that. But he seems to run in the wrong direction, scared of a confrontation with Biol, and then is chasing Biol for the ball. I think we've got issues with Šeško. Major issues with Šeško. I don't think he's good enough. He's physically good enough. He's got a great leap, great athleticism and all of that. But mentally, I think he's got a big block. And he's just not ready for us right now. Which brings me to a point. Of course, if Šeško goes, Xerxes comes on. But where's this young player that we bought from Arsenal? Right? Where's our forwards? We can't just be having Xerxes up top, because Xerxes is struggling. He might be better in this game, actually, because he'll be better than Šeško. But Xerxes is not necessarily setting the world alight. We've got Šeško, who's come back from injury, and he's been poor. What about Chido Obi Mikel? Why don't we play him? He's another physical presence up top, and he doesn't even make the subs bench. Again, Amorim's got unless he's injured, and I don't know about it, but we have got issues. I don't think we've dominated this game enough to be comfortable that we will end up winning this game. No. This can still go one of two ways, and I'm fearful. I don't think another draw is good for Man United. And Amram's got to do something, you know? It's got to do something. We're not looking threatening enough. Um, and while we're playing okay, it's because we're away at Ellen Road. They're giving us good as they get. And in fact, they've pinched probably one, if not two, of the best chances. We have this guy, Bendito Mantato. I don't know much about him, other than obviously he's a young player. He's what, 18? He's 17, and he'll turn 18 this month. But he's a forward. Although when I looked him up last time against Wolves was probably the first time that I saw him, and when I did a bit of research on him, apparently he's also played as a full back. So how much of that killer instinct he has, I don't know, but we've got to do something. And this game against Leeds doesn't warrant 3 centre backs, doesn't warrant 5, maybe 6 defenders. So positions are not going to score you goals. Players are. You can put, I mean, it's a crazy statement, and don't go on the names, but just imagine we play this very system and everything, but instead of Diego Dalot, you've got Messi receiving the ball in that position. We've seen him score. Diego Dalot is picking up the ball on the flank in more advanced positions that we've seen Messi, and Messi has scored. It's the quality of the player, guys. And you're not going to find players like this. So we've Amarim's got to come to a nice marriage whereby you can't just think, oh, I'll just play 5 defenders and have Luke Shaw attacking on the left. I'm gonna have Diego Dalot attacking on the right flank, and it's fine. Just put players in right positions. No, it doesn't work like that. To play a right wing back, you've got to have someone who's got immense courage and flair to be able to take on his player, like an Ahmad. But of course, Ahmad then doesn't have the physicality to retreat back. So Ahmad's definitely more of a number 10 than a wing back. But let's see how he evolves. He's a young player. Let's see how he evolves, whether he adds that physicality to the game, etc. But at the moment, in my opinion, it's an okay game, but we're struggling to create. And we've got a big issue with Shesko up top. I'm not saying we completely replace him, but we've got to change the formation. For me, we have to go to a 4 at the back. One of the defenders comes off, and we add some support to Shesko. It has to be. I would like to see maybe Lenny Yoro sacrificed, and Lenny Yoro coming off for Xerxes. That's what I would like to see. That's what I'd call for. And then later on, we've got to even throw in the young Mantato up there. We've got to push for a result, guys. We can't just sit there and wait and be satisfied for a draw. It's just not good enough. All right, let's get back to it. Second half's underway. And I'll see you all at full time. Take care.